Hello, Miss Brown. You're driving and listening. I I was coming on here hoping you had something to tell me. Not for me. No, I'm just kidding. Reba, hi, sweetheart. Laugh. What's going on? What's going on? Laugh and always have fun. Amen to that. What's been up with you guys? What's been going on? What you been up to, Reba, Miss Brown? Laugh always. What y'all been? You done started already, girl. What's been going on? I had a few minutes, so I want to pop in and say hello, hello, hello. ¿Cómo estás, señoritas? Meet us. Hello, sweetie. Don't you look pretty in green? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I hate coming on here telling y'all how busy I've been because I know y'all been busy too. Servant, you been sick? Oh no. Well, I guess I got to send you out some get well hugs, girl. Get well, get well, get well. I've been humping it, humping it, humping it since I returned back from Pennsylvania. I've been humping it, y'all. So I said, well, I got a few minutes. Then it comes a time in my life because most of you guys have became part of my social life that I was missing y'all. Oh my God, I'm missing you guys. Why you scared to type? Sweetie, why I got your back, girl. Why you scared to type? Especially if you in the green. I got your back. You gotta be scared to type. You say you been shopping, Reba. Why do I have another granddaughter? Yeah, one day I'll post a picture up. Her name is what the hell is her name? I think it's Alexa. Addie then Alexa, or something like that. I don't know. Nope, I do not know. I don't know why you scared to type. I do not know, but I know if you in green, then you supposed to be here. So that I do know. Lady D, I don't know. You're gonna have to send it to me in a text, girl. You're gonna have to hit the text message. Mm-mm. So, but yeah, Reba, I have a new. I think she about 8 days old. She about 8 days old, I think. So I haven't held her yet because I've been so busy. And my daughter come over and she was in that carriage sleeping, so I didn't want to wake her up. But yep, so there's another one. I know, right? But I ain't been doing no shopping because they grow too fast. So I ain't bought nothing yet. You know, you buy infant sleepers, all sleepers. That's it. That's all. No outfits. Just buy sleepers. 0 to 12 months. Then wait till they grow. Oh, that's Tiff. Tiff, why you incognito? Why are you incognito? Y'all, I ain't used to nobody changing their names, but it's all good. That's a cool name too, Sweet D. So congrats to you too, Reba. But honey, I be living my best life. I'm gonna get to these kids when I turn 60. We were talking about Tiff. Girl, that ain't no good hint. You know how long ago that was? I don't know. We was talking about Tiff. We were talking about Tiff. Now you got me picking my brain. I had to pick my brain. Exactly, Reba. Pass it down. Exactly. Nameless says that I'm 20, but she is 4. I like them when they're young and plus age and just a number always. I don't even know why you are in here talking about you like them young. So we're going to Remove you. Yeah, we gonna take you out. You ain't coming in here talking about some you like 'em young. Get on up out of here. I be trying, but that troll there had to get it. Someone. Oh, you talking about from the XX movie scene, from the scene, right? Okay, is that what you ate? You talking about from the XX movie night? I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, that was crazy, girl. I put that video on private. It's so private. I'm like, oh God. I tried to edit it out, but I guess I'm not doing it right. Because it's when I look at it, I'm like, oh Lord, it's still there. Talking about some, I'm coming, I'm coming. So what in the hell, girl? Didn't they spammed me good, though, didn't they? Using your damn name. That was messed up. Now I got it. I know who you are now. That's what's up. So, but I miss y'all. I try to stay gone just a little bit so y'all can miss me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not much, though. Watching all the shenanigans. There's so much going on. I be watching Fanny. Then you got the news out about the D.C. mayor. Look like she bringing her receipts, though. She's being transparent. Looks like super mayor. Think they got a meeting tonight. They still trying to hunt down all the damn money. um, Everybody that blogs about it, the super mayor. I know y'all be having some type of feelings about the super mayor, but I like her spunk, man. She's standing. She's standing in them boots down there with the 2,000 YouTube channels coming at her, man, and the news now, and the news. I was like, oh, come on, super mayor. But let me tell y'all what I find faulty in some of their broadcasting about the super mayor. They can show you all this paperwork, right, on the basis of how much money she be spending, right? But what they cannot and have not showed you out in the news is what she has as allowance to spend. And they ain't showed you that, right? They say that this woman makes close to $300,000. I see one blogger, blasting on her mom about driving a Range Rover. Well, she just may have proof about buying it, out of her income. It might be leased. It's a whole lot of stuff. There's a lot of, I guess I have to say, female blogging and YouTube content creators. Um, it's pointing the finger just prematurely. And I think sometimes, when I'm watching it, I be shaking my head. I be like, this is some insane stuff. When one of your significant people of your family members get caught up, doing something that may be against the law to do, you be the one to hold fast with pointing out, your speculations, blasting it out there, right? You kind of want to see. And what we're seeing, what I'm seeing, all on this social media is, you're guilty before proven having a chance to prove your innocence. And it really, really sucks to me watching so many people. I'm trying to refrain from saying black people, you know, attack each other just based on, that anthem, innocent, until proven guilty. We don't stand for that at all. It's okay to talk about it, but it's a big difference when you are putting your personal feelings into it to say that a person actually has done something before they have had their chance to stand in the court of law. But That's just how we do each other. So, hey, Harlem. Girl, you in Zumba? Oh, Lord. I tried it one time, girl. I told them I'll be back. I don't know when. I will be back. No, I ain't been back yet, but I'm going to go back, girl. Zumba is hard. Oh, Lord. Oh, but how you doing, sweetheart? You, I think, man, you know what? I like I said last time though, sweetie, she just extra. You know, she's extra. And then black folks, this how you know we ain't used to none, right? They making a big old fuss about how much money she spent on the airplane. You know, we all know that you can pay between $300, $500, and sometimes $700 on an airline flight, depending on you flying first class or something. I guess they like, man, you could have flew coach. But I'm like, if you were black and in that position to have the opportunity because the funds may be there appropriately and rightfully an allowance allowed. Oh, you like, well, shit, I fly first class, but now to the black people out here flying first class and black and being a mayor and at the age of 30s, that's against the law. You love it. I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, I'm gonna try one more time. I ain't really giving up on it. So you say you think it was a lot was done behind her back with I I can agree with that to some extent. I also have the mindset of believing that, to be honest with you, all all of them. This is just how I feel. The oppositions, the ladies that be sitting on the lower level of her. I just think that everybody needed to have a full investigations. I think that everybody finances needed to be combed through because, they were there. They were there. I think that because this Tiffany person decided to take off in a different direction of others, that it was time to point the finger. We don't like what you doing. I thought that we was all in on this stuff. I be thinking like that sometimes about it. Super duper crazy, girl. But so I've been watching that. Um, shout out to Fanny. Her and the judge McAfee. They pulled it off. Ended up with almost, what is it, 83% of the votes for Democrats. That party, and they celebrated. Fanny says she about to turn up on her some Grey Goose, y'all. I was like, okay, all right, So I've been watching and keeping up with quite a few things, except for the YSL. That stuff puts me to sleep. Boring. I was like, oh, I don't even know what happened with it. Nothing about that at all. The Ernesto situation, that kind of done quiet down a little bit. How many phone calls can you play? How much of trying to show that there is a male and a female marriage that then fell apart, and the male is screwing around on the ex-wife? How many times can you talk about it? How many times can you talk about it? Well, yeah, it's not like it's something freaking new and it don't happen amongst relationships, because it does. So, but that done died down. Dennis done got quiet. All of his receipts or whatever is in his membership. So you have to have that to kind of know and understand what he was saying. I think Sylvia might be done with the infamous dress and the $2,000 for 30 days stay at the Airbnb. You know, um, I think we still got another rodeo on that one. But I've been watching it, and I listen to a lot of people talk about it. It's a lot of contradiction in it, and I always say the more that if you continue to go on further with proving yourself, sometimes you can, get yourself caught up in some contradictions. It's like lay it down one time, your blueprint, and just let it marinate, from there. But um, I don't know, you guys. Bunch of shit. But I miss y'all. I miss y'all. Y'all gotta get some quiet. Y'all gotta talk to me. Talk to me. I'm packing, as you guys know. I'm literally on vacation now. For real, for real. Starting midnight Friday night, 1,600 miles over to Sandona, where I will be kicking my feet up and relaxing. And I'll probably invite you guys in. Um, just to chill with me on a couple of days. And I'm going to lay over, I believe, in Kansas, because that's halfway there, catch up on some Z's so they can haul the rest of the trip. And technically, I don't have to be back here until the 3rd, you guys. So I got lots of days and hours and time to myself to enjoy. Then there's graduation on the 7th. So my mom and a few more family members will be heading this way. She said she had absolutely a fabulous good time. She did. These, I guess, are announcements just to keep you guys abreast to what's going on with me that I don't mind sharing. I do have some good news. Y'all want to hear the good news? I'll tell y'all that in a minute. Coda finalized. She won. I didn't make it to Monday races, but she did a first place in all 3 of her races that she did. So now she will be doing the state tomorrow. So I have an early day of release from work tomorrow so that I can drive 45 minutes away to watch her compete at the state level. And once she's done with that, hopefully she qualifies, and then she'll be moving on to the regional. So I'm so proud of this girl. It's crazy. So we had the tornado. Tornado came through. Must have came pretty late last night because I think that I was yeah. No. I think I was in the bed pretty early. I think I went to bed about 10:30. Woke up, y'all, made my tea, went out back with Teddy. So I had to redo all of my bushes, right? So I got all new baby bushes. And one of my bush I had moved, right? Well, it didn't take so well. I think it went into shock and then it died. And I paid almost, y'all, like $80 for this bush. But, so I have to dig that one, get that one dug back up, and get a new one put back down for that. So I've been busy with that one. And then the man, why did he over fertilize the freaking lawn? Like, what are you doing? So I have these brown spots that annoys me right now. I try not to look at it. So, here comes the rain again. But then the tornado came through. So after I come back in with Ted this morning, I had went out front, not even noticing that I had a package out front. And it's like, oh, the delivery came today. I didn't even check my phone because, you get the notifications for it, right? So that must have sat out there overnight. But then I noticed, and I'm looking, right? So my neighbor, like literally neighbor, like maybe 40 feet away neighbor, right? I just looked and I was like, okay. So I see the debris kind of, in the street and everything or whatever. And so I looked up and I was like, oh my God. The tornado hit the tree right by their house. And I mean, it took their sunroom from the back of their house. It's torn apart, y'all. You could see right through their home. And the tree split. So the other half of the tree came down on his 4 month old F 150. Gorgeous truck, y'all. So he was pretty distraught about it. I was sad about it. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, so when the tornado alarms start going off, I'm going to walk y'all back with me on the inside to talk to y'all on the way home because I miss y'all. I miss y'all. And it's time to get some laughs on around here too. But let me go get off of this clock. I supposed to be doing the grocery store, but I don't feel like it. It's like the hell with it. But um the tornado things were going off. I mean, y'all, they were going off. They was just back to back. Take shelter, take shelter, take shelter. So it was like, was okay till 8:30, 9 o'clock. So me and Teddy and Coda we go downstairs, and kind of take cover or whatever. So we stayed down there for about maybe a good hour or so. I turned on the TV. And I come back upstairs. Coda goes to bed. I grab my shower and I'm laying down. Still, not, I didn't. All I hear is the phones buzzing. Turn it. It was just going off. Didn't think to look outside. None of that. And so I lay down and I got up this morning and I was like, holy cow. It really, ripped this tree like right across from me, you guys, and it just did so much damage to the neighbor home across the street. So I was like, that was like, oh, and of course, I'm over there. I'm like, was there anything that I can do or whatever? So they were kind of packing up some stuff, I guess, and leaving the home, and I guess the insurance people coming out because you can literally see straight through their house from the back because it ripped open the sunroom. And I was like, and I'm like, what did it do? Come down and touch y'all and jump back up and kept it moving because it didn't, it didn't affect. I see the branches here and there and stuff like that, but it didn't really affect nothing much. I don't guess. I haven't been farther back in the neighborhood, but I was like, woo, Jesus. But yeah, so that was that. So then some other news, I got a promotion. But I will not start training for the promotion until July 1st because my mindset kind of really have not been there because I deal with prom. Then I've been to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, yeah, Pittsburgh. And then I got graduation, and then so I'm like, okay, give me a minute because I gotta get my mindset back right. And I really have not, been having many cases of anything going on here as far as the discipline, none of that. So everything's been clean and dandy. So I wasn't really prepared for it. But then when I got back here Monday, it was like, yeah, we chose you for the promotion. And I was like, really? I was like, say what? So it's like, well, it's up for you. And then, if you want it, it's there for you. And I was like, what? Good night. So I was like, well, okay, let me process this. Let me think about it because this is way more work than I anticipated in my last 7 years of being here. I mean, get 7, hopefully maybe 5, So I was like, well, just let us know. So I go home, I talk to my mom, I call her, I talk to my family, tell because this is something that, will have you really, really busy. More traveling than anticipated. And then, of course, it's just more work. It's really more work. And when you get to the end of your career, you kind of want to slow things down, and just kind of ease out the door, right? So I gave it about 48 hours. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm up for the challenge. Bring it on. you know. So I actually accepted it, and I think it'll be interesting. It'll be fun, it'll be challenging. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Like on the night shift here, I gotta be honest, y'all. I think after this one girl, her name is Nancy, and underneath her, it's gotta be about 57 more people. I probably met those people like one time. One time. Because I don't see them, as much. I don't see them at all, basically, except for, well, not even then. I don't do the recruiting for them. And I'm dropping y'all some keywords, right? So, to be honest with y'all, out of what, 100, I think it was 126. It's about 100, I don't know. I don't even know these people. Like, it's a whole bunch of, new attendees. And I was like, oh, shit. And I got to get to knowing all these people. Then I got to go, probably switch my hours or so to, come in for this tour, come in for that tour. So it'll be challenging, but I think it'll be awesome. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm always game for something, new, and it's an advancement, and I know this, know the stuff in and out. I've been doing it for a long time. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I know y'all think so. Y'all need to start. And this phone always freezes up on YouTube, so I don't know if y'all typing or not, but I was like, okay, I would do it. But I miss y'all. I do. I need to come on, bring some commentary for y'all so we can have some laughter. Boy, get us some laughter going. And then I think my other phone is frozen, so I know I won't be able to see y'all. But I had some few changes, my thing. Let me see what else been going on. I'm changing my number. That's it. I'm changing this damn number. I done had this number for over 20 some years. I'm like, every time I get on here, I don't know what it is. I think that, this person can feel when I'm online. And it's like, it never freaking fails. Never fails, y'all. And that whole thing, I don't know about put on do not disturb. I don't know how well that works, but I'm like, dude, just call the other phone. Nope. Just people like, oh, just get on my nerves, y'all. Get on my nerves. Gets on my nerves. I've been trying to do my glow, TikTok. One little move on there, y'all. I'm like, oh, shit, okay, I'm just going to have to throw something in, I have to throw something in there. So hopefully y'all swinging over, clicking the like button on my TikToks that I'm trying to do. Getting better. I'm going to get better at it. I like doing them now. And that's why when I was talking to Harlem, I was like, oh, because once you start doing something and you like it, and now you become addictive to it. And I was like, oh, now I want to do lots of TikToks and shit. So, and then other than that, yeah, I don't know what else is, up on in this community at all, other than, Bookham's back out here talking his yin yang stuff. So, but I was glad to hear from his last commentary that this one his community. At least he didn't say that, so I'm glad about that. I was like, yeah, yeah, but he went in. Oh, let me see if I can get this. I gotta get a new phone holder, y'all. This one here, I don't think I like this one because sometimes it can just be too challenging putting this thing up. Okay, I got it up there though. But I'm gonna open up my other phone because I don't want to be talking to myself right now. I want to be talking to you guys. Let me see if I could get it on. The other phone is dead as a doorknob. Cause I have not charged it in a minute. Okay, there we go. That's right, Pap. There you go, Harlem. Follow Papoose on her TikTok, y'all, so I can go exactly. Because you can't go live without the subscribers. So if we start promoting that, then I'll go on TikTok enough. But I'm like, that go, okay, baby. See, I knew my phone was frozen. I don't know. It's something about my other phone where it will freeze up. Then I'll miss all of y'all comments. And that sucks. Miss Vern, I didn't even see that. Miss Vern was here. She says a tornado passed us in Milwaukee, but we didn't. Oh, Lord. Honey, when I tell you, it was just so sad to see, the damage across the street, from the tornado. But now I can see y'all. Jesus. I don't know why my phone the main phone freezes up. So should we come live? Should we come live? Should we do a live tonight, y'all? Just for have some chit chat. I don't know what to talk about, too much, because not really much going on. Sylvia, that stuff with the dress and stuff, that bores me. That one guy, Taz, he came back and did a live about it or whatever. That was kind of boring too, because he kept saying he just didn't understand. He didn't understand, and things like that. So, and then you know what? She says yes, do a live. What do y'all want to talk about tonight? Well, not too late tonight because I gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But maybe we should do a live. I'm trying to see what topics should we do? What do y'all want to do? Because I miss y'all. I want to vibe with y'all. I want to talk. I want to run my mouth. I want to talk shit. I want to talk. So, but I will start this. I'm going to talk about this on my way home with y'all. Just in case I don't make, because it's 7:30. But if y'all don't mind, I really have to talk about this. What's her name? Miss V. Lamore, something like that, right? That's one of the ladies who does her commentary right now about the infamous dress and Dennis Byron, right? She did a live also. Can y'all hear me okay? She did a live also. Let me make sure y'all can hear me, right? And it was about Dennis and infamous Sylvia. So she went into her acting mode, right? I guess it was an acting mode. And her acting mode was based on her pretending, I guess, that, she was, you know, liking Dennis Byron too. And she was just acting out, I don't know, how, she didn't get a dress and blah, blah, blah. And then it hurt her. She didn't get 2 chicken wings. And I was like, oh, okay. But sometimes, premonition is crazy, right? Because if your heart and your mind can drive you to act out something, right? Sometimes it can also be for real. You know what I'm saying? So at the beginning, I'm like, is she for real, right? You know, because you don't really have to find a different character to jug into somebody's stomach. You really don't. But she found it herself, in another character, pretending that, this thing with Dennis Byron and all of that stuff, right? I tried to laugh at it, but then I'm like, okay, this isn't funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't funny at all. And I know people are like, don't watch it then. Like, I care what people say, right? But it wasn't funny. But everybody got their own unique way of making the coins, right? And I literally sat through that shit too, y'all. I knew I was bored as heck for a minute. I sat and watched the whole shit. So I guess the whole content thesis was, just to have fun about the dress. You say they gonna be in Pampers before it goes to court. You know what? I don't know. I think. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I? What the hell is that? Okay. I think that the Sylvia and them stuff is gonna be in court soon, sooner than we think. I do. I think that they just keeping it all under wrap, and if you're not on Pacer or whatever to get the information, then yeah, you will not never know if they, have been to court or not. But I think that her stuff is going to come fast. I think that Sylvia is underlaying, for the overplay with trying to say that with Dennis's, part of the case now. Because I heard her say something about with the other young lady that was up there with her. I heard her say something about why would he step up to the plate to attempt to help bond her out when she was locked up, right? And then turn as a witness on behalf of Bookham against her. That's some crazy shit. I was like, what? I was like, oh wow. Okay. Okay. But it's going to play out, And of course, everybody's going to jump on that. Everybody's going to jump on that. So, I don't know. I still think that the whole story about the Airbnb has some discrepancies and there's some loopholes in it, and what they don't tell, like they say, is usually nobody's business, but there's some loopholes up in there. And to keep thickening the plot, because y'all know I don't give a shit, there is not 100% coming from Sylvia of truth, and there's not 100% coming from Dennis as the truth. To make goddamn loopholes in the damn story. And it's a lot of questions that was being asked that got danced around. It really did. I'm still confused about, and that's because it is what it is, and I don't need nobody to confuse me either. And I'm entitled to my confusion. If I want to be confused, then let me be confused. So, but about that whole payment for the Airbnb, I can hear the pressing point about the days of leaving the Airbnb. I hear that, but I think overall, I'm like, well, is Sylvia saying that? She says he never paid for the stay. So, like, is she saying that she was looking out for a friend because he had nowhere to stay? So, but I'm saying to myself, okay, well, why the beef? It's not clear on exactly what days that they did share an Airbnb. And I think that that's where the confusion is. I get it, so, she says that when she left at this such and such a time, and then there was a few days left on there, but the owner, had the other days already reserved, which is weird to me though, okay, baby, because she said she left 3 days earlier. So the Airbnb just went unoccupied. Nobody stayed in it for those last 3 days because they were already reserved in her stay package. So I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't, something ain't right. What you say, Miss Vern? You rocking the short? Oh, you got the short afro. That's what's up. That's what's up. We put this stuff called Crazy Sexy Curl by BG. Can I get that on Amazon and try it? When I tell you the curls come in. Okay. Oh, you bought it at the... I just passed the beauty supply store and I probably would have stopped and got it. You think Amazon have it? I'd like to try it. I like to try it. I do. I like to try it. You say, is it really gonna go to court though with the two of them? Oh, definitely. I think so. I definitely think so. What? One of them gonna drop the charges on the other? I think so. What do I think is gonna happen in court? A bunch of poppycock, back and forth. He did, she did, they did, we said, it is, and just that type of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get some. It's fine. Now see, it's gonna go up the screen before I can screenshot it. I need it. Harlem, can you get the name for the curly stuff and send it to me? Please, 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 so I can order me some. Because I know the name of it. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch the live to get the name of it because I'm driving now. So, but I'm going to order me some. Yep. Give it a try. She said them curls snap instantly. I done fell in love with the hair, girl. I did, but it's just growing like crazy, like I say. So sometimes I be like, oh my God, am I really walking around with this damn afro? But then I be like, hell yeah, I am carefree, honey. I be gone, so trying to shape it and keep it moisturized and all that stuff. It feels good. I really do like it. K-Baby got enough hair for me and you, damn, Miss Fern. K-Baby got a lot of hair. Just a lot of hair. She be swinging it too, right? All up in our faces and shit. Okay, baby, you ain't right because you know us bald head. You ain't got to be shaking your hair. You ain't got to be doing all of that. I be looking at K, baby. I'm like, I ain't watching your video. I'm thumb down your damn videos just for that. I be, hey, K, baby, I be over here, hey, thumbing down your videos. No, I wouldn't do that. Like, how dare she swinging her freaking hair around, knowing damn well I'd have cut my damn hair off. That's an insult. Thumb down her video. I say, that's some prime hating right there, K-Babe. You know that's what hating shit. Let me thumb her video down, all because of her hair. Make me sick. No, it's beautiful. It's really pretty and very beautiful. I be laughing though. Be like, Peppers, you know you need to stop. But no. I know, right? That's so mean. But you know I don't do that, girl. I don't know what's wrong with me. I give everybody videos some love. Like, yep, hit the thumb up. Who cares? I don't care. If it's helping you, then that's good. I don't care. I don't get it, you know. I don't come on no video just as a thumb down. And I know think thumbing it down also means like it'll help with YouTube not bringing it back up in your feed so that you can watch it again, I guess. You know, I don't know. But I'm not a thumb down girl. I be thumbing up shit. Yeah, here you go. You know, each one give one. What the heck? So, where my girl at, y'all? What y'all did with my catfish? I ain't seen my catfish in a minute. Is she still alive? Is she hiding out on other channels? Did she get a different name? What she done did, y'all? I ain't know that whole goddamn breakup shit was going to just take her out. If that's all it was, hell, that was too easy right there. Where is she? Where is Catfish? What y'all done did with my damn catfish around this damn place? How the hell I'm supposed to have some damn laughter with her hysterical ass? Where the hell she at? Is she hiding out over there on Diva? I ain't lying, Miss Byrne. I miss that old stinking ass catfish. I ain't lying. That damn woman had me laughing every time she come on. Where is she? All of a sudden, she a divorcee from all the niggas, and now she gone. What in the hell's going on around here? The damn cousin's still on. He's still on. She ain't try. She gonna come back and talk about a whole new nigga. she gonna come back and hit us on that. She coming back with a whole new nigga. Yep. I can feel it now. I'm telling you, I can feel it. But I'm so glad she ran out of stories for a minute, boy. I'm getting sick of that shit. All that goddamn 1920 historical ass shit. I got sick of hearing that shit. And I know you could just click off. I should be dropping a link tonight and invite her old dust ass up on the damn link and see what she been fishing around on YouTube at. I ain't know that's all it was gonna take. I ain't gonna lie. This all it took. How she done went quiet as a mouse. She gonna come back too rich than a mug. She gonna be rich as hell. Cause she out there working it, y'all. She working her ass off now. That's when she gonna come back. Hey, Joy Boo. She gonna come back talking about her ass been working. I done made this. I mean, woo, these people got me tired out here. Smart. She gonna come back with a whole biography of shit. I ain't even realize how much she played a part to my damn laughter. That's messed up, y'all. I ain't even realize that shit. Like, I'm playing a big major part to my laughter. And I'm missing it. How the hell does that happen? She must be trying to drive me crazy. She probably hope I go crazy for not being able to laugh and shit. Yep, that's probably what she doing. Sabotaging me. And that listen here. I ain't trying to really. Let me see if I can do this without lying. Get nothing started or whatever with the Diva Divine, but I caught a little bit of her live, right? For the most part of it, she was talking, of course, about people and their actions or reactions or whatever behind the situation with R. Kelly. Right? She likes to go in on R. Kelly, right? And all of what she thinks is his wrongdoings and why people should feel differently about him to align with her feelings about him, right? I ain't like it. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like it, y'all. I ain't like it one goddamn bit. So at some point, I remember clicking off of it because I was like, at some point, we gotta wake up and realize right is right, wrong is wrong. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I meant by that, right? Because I'm gonna tell you why I got off of it too, right? Cause I was getting in my feelings about that shit, and then I wanted to press this button and then come out here and set it off, right? With right is right and wrong is wrong. And I felt because of what she have subdued out here in the public pertaining to her personal life, her personal lifestyle. You ain't the one to talk, right? And this is where I like to align this up with smart dummies, right? Ain't so freaking smart. All this damn, double standard ass shit, right? I couldn't even roll with Diva, you know. I really have to speed up my tricycle, passing by her, right? It's like no, no, and no, and no. She's like off limits, right? You say let that sleeping girl let her lay. I guess we should, right? Well, it's been pretty decent quiet out here, so. But Diva Divine thinks that, R. Kelly is like the epitome scum of the earth, right? And then I think she started throwing in just a tad bit, a lot bit, personal feelings, and he did this and he did that. And it was about the young girls, and it was about this and it was about that, right? And I always say, I tell my kids, right, mind your tongue, because we never know when God is done with you. You never, 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 never know. You don't know. But I'm listening to her, man. As I'm listening to her, I'm like just clenching my teeth. Like, what? Really? Because I could have sworn, and this ain't no shade towards bisexual people or transgenders or none of that stuff, right? But however, I do feel that if you indulged or are indulging in that side of the world, there is a passage, I don't know what scripture, I remember reading, where it says, thou not. So we missed that because we live in a free world, free country, you know, First Amendment. We can do whatever we want, but that alone right there tells me enough about many people that chooses to use that. See, because that was written by who? Man. That was man's law. It was man's law. So that tells me off the back, you don't have God first in your life. Though it's a dead giveaway, when I hear people say it, I just be looking at it, I can't sit here and say that, I'm mouthy this away or my actions is like this away because I'm protected. Or, I can say what I want to because the First Amendment rights got my back. And void out what actually comes before that First Amendment was ever written. So I'm just listening and I'm listening to her, right? And it just kind of clicked in my mind. Yeah, you can be what you want to be and indulge in anything that you choose to do as long as, they say it's lawfully. But I knew I heard her at some point in time, maybe pretending that she's bisexual or transgender or whatever she may be, but she likes a little of the same sex. I don't, she got, she had her liquor license. I don't know if she still has it or not. And that right there alone is enough for abomination. That there alone, if God is first in your life, you shouldn't be doing. But like I said, to each his own, and I understand that. But I think that because people in general may feel that because it has been introduced and put out here that it's part of the norm, of humanity now, that's how we're being forced to look at it, doesn't make it right. So I say that to say this because they said that thou shalt not judge. And no sin is greater than the next sin, right? And I believe that if you know for a fact that you continue to live in the sinful life after Christ, you know, they say, died for your sins, which means that if he gave his life knowing that you were, born and, all that sinful stuff, he was giving people an opportunity to, turn it around. God died for you, So make it right and do it right. And it is written in his words, I believe, right? I don't know all that scripture stuff like that, right? But you feel it and you know it, especially when you know right from wrong. You just kind of feel it and you know it, right? But this is a Diva Divine, she sits up and she goes pretty hard on R. Kelly. And I can't understand why. I try to understand, why, and I do respect everybody's feelings about their opinions or their speculations and things like that. But I know one thing you don't believe is everything that is written in every book that you read or every newspaper that you read, every magazine that you read, every news show that comes on that you watch. You don't believe everything, about it. But she had became one of the outspoken ones out here with putting out the opposite of information to brainwash and transform people's mind into her thoughts, make people feel some kind of way about Mr. Kelly. And it just, sometimes it bothers me a little bit, but how do I manage what bothers me? I turn it off. I'm not saying that I won't talk about it, but I will turn it off so that it does not affect me and I can keep the control and the boundaries of becoming angry or bitter at people, because I do understand that people are allowed, to say what they want to say and act how they want to act. And then as long as you are standing in your right shoes, you just sit back and like I do. And I'm like, I'll wait for it. And it's usually those people, to be honest with you, let me say this, because this is pertaining to the live that she did, right? I'm going to keep it real as I can keep it, y'all. Because she came on her live with a bunch of damn complaints. Complaints about finances, complaints about, the way the world is, or complaints about this, and not even knowing that your finances could be in shambles because of God. You just, you just don't know, You just don't know. You know what? I think that if you don't come out to complain about it, to show that there is something wrong about it, right? Then you're doing something right. And God is blessing you. But I think that when you start to come out, this is just my thoughts, right? And you start, and I really didn't have the money to go. I've heard that several times, not just on Diva Divine. These are quite a few people that says that God's got them, And my premonition about it is if he had you, then you should have no complaints and not even a story about it. You're doing the damn thing. You ain't talking about it. But that's just my thinking, But I've heard it quite a bit out here, Or, I didn't have the gas money. Why not? It's got God got you. So I think like that, right? And I'm not saying that I have a perfecto life. What I'm saying is that I have no complaints to like that. I just don't. You know, I don't know. I guess it's because my belief is where I think it's supposed to be according to the biblical law. You know what I mean? Like, okay. And I think that I the one passage that I always hear, people say that, wait on him. And I believe he's going to show up. So I ain't got no gas, and I can't, make it across country, or if I can't get that expensive bite to eat or something like that, I go sit my butt down. Continue to doing what's right or whatever. And oh my God, I'll be like, look here, it happened. Now I can go get a bite, a steak or a potato, stuff like that, right? So I just wait on them. I don't never have that energy to come out to manifest things that I don't have. Because if I don't have them, then that means that I'm not supposed to have them. For one reason, I didn't get up to go and work to get it. Two reason, I guess God ain't ready to bless me yet. So the time will come, and I just wait on them. And how do I receive those? Like everybody else kind of do. I just do what's right. I don't put barriers on other people's shoulders, or I don't be running to neighbors and neighbors and neighbors. I don't build friendship to have to just just gossip. I don't do all of that stuff. So every morning when I wake up, I have a smile, except for the days when I'm sick, because then I got Harlem there telling me to take my elderberries, which I continue to take. But now I eat them like freaking jelly beans. That's crazy. It's not even considered something that's supposed to help with a cold anymore. That shit like candy. I be tearing them damn things up. I'm abusing the elderberries, right? So, but it kind of bothers me, and I think that, and this is just throughout the part of being human. We will say some things or whatever that can bother others, or in most part, it should bother oneself first, though, because like we know what we should say and what we shouldn't say, you know. But after listening to D with Divine, my first thought was, okay, let me go pray. But then I do understand that you just can't pray for everybody. This is bigger than me. I can't, I can't fix this here. Regardless if I pray for him, because whatever the plan was or whatever, I guess he's already working on it, with her or whatever. But it wasn't nice. It really wasn't nice. That man had personal issue, personal life, personal this, and not only him. It's all these other things. I'm watching this whitehead man or whoever I don't know, whoever he was, with all this fraud stuff and this or that. And his time had, come short now. The judge and the jury, they cut his time short. So it's like, it's to get dealt with that away. But to be of the human, and to be out here and just put curse on people like that, and knowing that the front door that you go in every day is not clean. And I'm talking about financially, I'm talking about sexually, you name it. Like, what? No, and for the most part, I prefer to hear people who know that your front door isn't clean to talk about like your shit first. Let's talk about and address the real reason why the finance is not up to par. Then I turn around, right? And I ain't shitting on her. I'm not trying to do, that, stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that, like, how are you talking about finances and there's a whole guy sitting up in there playing a freaking video game? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, okay. And then I watched, her go back and forth, traveling to go watch Mr. Kelly's trial. I watched her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. and do. And so I'm sitting here saying, as I'm listening to her, she needs help with the money traveling on the train, on the bus, whatever the case may be, because Mr. Kelly situation was way more important than anything, right? So I'm listening to that, right? And I'm saying, well, how is this possible? Because you're passing up multiple jobs along the way. Didn't even stop to say, well, you know what? Screw Mr. Kelly place, because I need some money in my pocket so I can continue to, grow it, make it, for my family. No, Mr. Kelly's personal life and situation, she chose to put that first. But I heard it. I'm listening to her. Are we talking about finances? Are we talking about being short on money? No, that cannot possibly be. You know, but people don't look at life like that. If we find out, well, write down why I was short of money this month, why I did not have, enough train money, or I can only put the minimum amount of groceries in the house for the kids. Now write down everything that you did that whole week or 2 weeks or that month traveling back to forth to have some conversation about somebody else's life but not making no money about yours. I could not understand that shit. Same way, I had to apply that to me as well. See, I chose to go and advocate or support Mr. Kelly. I counted the funds that was going to be needed for me to stay over at the hotels or eat. I had already counted that up. This is what my allowance would be, because I still have this over here that I have to take care of. And once I met the limit to what I put aside to say, okay, I have this to dilly dab with, guess what time it is? It's time me to take my black ass back to work because I got to pay a mortgage. But that doesn't mean that I would leave the support, for him to the best of what, I can, which was basically just coming on now and kind of talking about it, because his life had to go into hands of others that was qualified, bigger than, and professionalized in it, and all of that stuff. So now it was like, okay, you can fall back now. His attorneys got this. Now go resume your life and make your money so that you don't have yourself in a situation where you're sitting out on the curb or somewhere begging for freaking money. And there's nothing wrong with begging. Well, asking. Something is wrong with it when it becomes contagious in your life. Contagious. I was in Pennsylvania, and I kid y'all not, I think we stopped at Soulful. It's spelled Soul for eat. So it's a soul food place. And I kid y'all not, little boy walked up to me. I asked him how old he was, because he asked me if I had $1. I only noticed him by himself, right? By himself. And so I said, well, give me a second, and go in the store. I'll be right back out. I was going in there to get me some Smirnoff lemonade, y'all. I wanted some lemonade, but I wanted that little spike of the alcohol in there, just a little bit, because I was headed back to the hotel to wind down and chill, pack it up, and get ready to hit the highway. So I did. I got enough change back, a couple of dollars. I handed him $1. I said, so what are you out here all day and you just hustling people, or what are you doing? Where's your parents at? Where's your mom? Why are you out in the streets at 12 years old begging for money? He tells me, well, I need, I need some new shoes. I said, well, you're not lying to me, are you? He goes, no, I do. I'm just trying to save up to get some new shoes. I chopped it up. At that point, I didn't even care anymore. And I said, well, how you doing in school? He says, well, I got what did he say? A's or some shit. I got a few A's, few B's. I'm like, well, okay, that's good. What do you want to be when you grow up? Have any idea? Which way are you going? Are you going to be a slum out here just hustling other people money? Or what are you going to do? Because most people, this happens in the afterlife, meaning that somewhere after they done worked about, 5 or 10 years or whatever the case may be, they had some situations with it where they may have failed in it, so they retort back to to the public at a much older age than you. Y'all, let me tell y'all, when I tell y'all, now my food is ready. So we're headed back into the restaurant, right? And in my peripheral view, something caught my eye to my left. So I turned around. When I tell y'all it was about 10 of them out there hustling, I was mad as fuck. I was mad as fuck. All y'all are together. All of y'all. Man, it was us, they 9, 10, just walking up to people everywhere in this parking lot. Anybody that pulled in the parking lot want to take off that way, want to take off that way, want to take off that way. I just could not believe it, and I was like, wow. And I get it. These parents don't know where their children are. Not until something terrible happens to them, and then they're the next parent on the TV saying that my child was a good child and he did, he's never in trouble and this and this and that. Well, how the hell would you have known? Because we were in that parking lot for probably a good 45 minutes, and they were there too, unsupervised. So that's a whole hour, 45 minutes or so away from home. It don't take that long if you're sending your child to the nearest Walgreens, come right back, maybe 20, 30. After that, it's like you got to get up and start going, where's your child? Why this baby ain't made it back home? Yeah, never made it back home, y'all. I was like, oh, wow, man, they learning pretty freaking early about the game. But it can end because all people have to do is say no. Everybody, I mean, the entire populated world's got to shut this shit down because this is what those children were learning at a very young age. Some of it hurted me a little bit because I have children and I'm looking, when I get home and I look at mine or whatever, and this is where I know that I feel my blessings, right? And as a mom, as a parent, because they've never done it. They've never been through it. And I know for a fact, had I had Coda Bear in that car, Coda Bear, not to say that she stares, but she looks. And to her understanding, she don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, why are these kids out here? Because for the most part, she doesn't see it. She doesn't know that word. She doesn't, so it's pretty scary. I know she may probably see some this or that on TV or whatever, but I think she has a friend that goes and hangs out and hustle people and stuff like that. But if she's in the vehicle, we're in Chicago, it's kind of the same way. She looks at me and she's like, Mom, all those people don't have nowhere to stay. I'm like, no, Dakota, kind of homeless. And no, they had some unfortunate situations that didn't happen. Anything. It can be the drugs. It could be somebody put them out. Just a bunch of anything. Anyways, I'm not going to bore you guys any longer. I'm going to think about coming on because it's 8:15 and I really have to get up at 6. But when I do head to Sendona this Friday night, I plan to take y'all with me and come live several times so that you guys can enjoy some of the things that I'm doing on my vacation with me as well. Shout out to all of you guys, but I miss y'all, and I can go on and on and on and on and on, but I gotta go. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Later.